Hey, and welcome to another episode of You Love Comic Books. This is episode 49 of a YouTube show I do where I showcase recent comic book hauls, comic book speculations, stuff from my collection, and I'll even do quick mini reviews of stuff from my weekly pull list. Before I get started, I just want to, thank everybody who has, subscribed and liked and commented, ask questions or anything you see in there. Leave a comment of anything you see in this episode. You have any questions what you see, or you just, want to drop some knowledge that I may have missed in this episode, feel free to do so. Also, I'd like to thank everyone for subscribing. If you find yourself watching this video and you've never seen it before, it's probably because you do like comic calls, comic speculations, comic collections, etc. So why not subscribe? Become part of the You Love Comic Books conversation. When I get to 500 subscribers, I'm going to announce a contest. And then when we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll pick a winner. So yeah, you know what? Subscribe to this page, leave comments, and that's probably how we'll do the contest. And almost, I'm gonna get to the whole 2 seconds. Check out my eBay You Love Comic Books to find comics, trades, video games, toys, etc. That's in a link in all the captions under the same name, You Love Comic Books. Also, check out my Instagram, You Love Comic Books, which is also under the same name as this show. My Instagram's doing pretty good on there. I like to thank everybody who's become a follower on there. We're almost at 500. And you'll see stuff from the hauls, individual images, stuff from my collection, anything that makes sense for You Love Comic Books. All right, well, you know what? Let's get into this haul. So this one is just what I would call like a good store shopping haul. I've had some other episodes where I found a really awesome garage sale. Found some amazing stuff there. Check that episode out. That's one of my most popular episodes. And then, then there's my comic convention. That's another one of the popular episodes, where I spent a certain amount, found some great deals and everything like that. This one's just going to different stores in different areas, stuff that's out of town, stores that are an hour away. And, I found some good gems. But before I get into that, I just want to go through these quick books that I, from my weekly pull list. And I consider it part of the haul as well. I mean, it is still part of the haul. Spider-Man, number 1. This is the Arthur Adams variant. Honestly, I only bought this book because of this cover. I saw this in the Marvel previews, and I'm like, I gotta get this one. I love these Arthur Adams covers. They're just awesome. You'll see another one in there. I actually did read the comic, though, and I thought it was really good. It's kind of it was a little confusing, though, because it was a continuation to, whatever Spider-Verse series is going on now. I kind of lost track. Obviously, I got the first Spider-Verse series, and then I got, the second miniseries, and I kind of stopped buying them. There's been so many of them since then. But what's cool about this is a return of Dan Slott writing Spider-Man with Mark Bagley drawing it. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I'll keep reading the series, but Dan Slott did have some of the best runs in Spider-Man, in my opinion, in the past decade. So, I picked up a sketch cover of the same comic. I'm an artist, so I always try to grab these whenever I can and, draw them, sell them, whatever. Honestly, the best-selling stuff when it comes to these things is always going to be Spider-Man. I always sell my Spider-Man sketch covers. It's just people love the character, and yeah. Another sketch cover I got was Joker number 1. I guess they made a new series. I have not read it, but again, I think Joker would be another good one for a sketch cover. Here's another, again, not really part of my weekly pull list, but I just bought it for this variant edition, which is this Arthur Adams cover. There's been a whole series of these recently. If you follow my other episodes, I've showcased, there was a Phoenix one recently. There was a Doctor Doom one that was pretty cool. So anytime I see in the last week's episode, I showcased a Executioner's number 1 with Lara Wolverine X-23. So happy to have that. I did not read this. Okay, Hulk number 9. I did read this. This is the return of Ryan Otley on the series. I don't know if I like this book. It's super. It is okay. I made jokes about this comic and said that this is Starship Dave. Now, if anyone remembers what Starship Dave was, wait, was it called? I think it was literally just called Dave. They ended up, that was the original title. It's an Eddie Murphy comedy where it's a ship where there's a guy walking around, looks like Eddie Murphy, and you find out that he's not just an alien, but he's actually a ship, and inside of him is the crew of little, you know, the aliens. They look like people, but they're tiny. And Dave is a ship, so that's the joke, you know, fish out of water comedy. And the captain of the ship looks just like Eddie Murphy, too. And that's what this comic is. So, spoilers, I'm going to spoil this. So, if you don't want to hear the next, like, 20, 30 seconds, go ahead and skip it. Or fast forward until you see the next book flipped. Now, Banner was basically controlling the Hulk ship. And now he decided to fragment his personality, which I'm sure will work out in the end for him. That's always been good to fragment his personality. Now there's a whole crew of different versions of him. And Hulk is, again, this is the movie Dave. I'm sorry, Donny Cates, but you had to have seen that movie and probably hope no one remembers it. And I don't know, it's odd. I honestly probably just like it because of the Ryan Otley art. Mandalorian 4, I think this is the, what is this? What's her name? I always, Momoka. I decided to grab this one. I enjoyed it better than the regular cover. I skimmed through this because it's just, I'm literally just buying this as a Star Wars Mandalorian collector and fan. It's just, again, the, adaptation of the first season. So this is issue 4, so that's episode 4 of Mandalorian. The only thing I find odd about this whole thing is that they're finally releasing this now. That came out in 2019. Pre-pandemic is when the Mandalorian season 1 came out. It literally came out, that's when Disney Plus premiered. I think it was 2019. So it's just crazy that they took so long to put this out. Whatever. I picked this one up. This one got a lot of buzz. It was okay. It's kind of funny. This is basically Batmite. And this character acts kind of like Batmite. I stopped reading Dr. Aphra. I found this on the stand for cover price. And I think my store gave it to me at the pull list, so it was even cheaper than cover price. And I just got it because this book was going for like $20-$30, and there's all these new characters being introduced. And I don't know if this is this character's first appearance, but supposedly these Sith characters' first appearance. So whatever, I figured to grab it. It was still a fun read. I actually enjoyed the art. Jung, I'm assuming, is the artist. Probably one of the better artists, I think, for interiors right now in Star Wars. It was just a lot of fun. But like I said, that's Batmite. All right, the haul. The actual haul. All right, here we go. This was at a Second and Charles. Got this for $1.95. Batman 28. Picked this one up because it's the first appearance of, oh my god, I totally forgot the character's name. Bluebird? Blue Jay? Jaybird? Bluey? It's one of the Bat family characters. They announced that she was going to be part of the show. This book kind of picked up. I already have this in my collection, but it was $1.95. So hey, if that series comes out, it's a big hit. This book kind of goes for $10-$15 as of right now. So just happy to grab it. Got this one, Damage Control #1. It's one of these series I'm just surprised I never owned. I picked up 1, and I picked up 3. 2 and 4 were kind of not in the greatest shape. I wanted 1. And I wanted to get 3 for the She-Hulk cover. So, I'm happy to have that. This was from one store. And this is the main book I got this store. This one was $9.99. It's in decent condition. I'd say it's a fine VF. I think, if anyone's aware, Werewolf by Night just premiered on Disney Plus. And Man-Thing, I think, is going to be from what it seems like, people are loving this character. And I think it's going to be what we call a sleeper hit character. You know, they kind of kept that one under the wraps. Like it was a little bit in the trailers, but no one knew Man-Thing was going to be in it. So you're going to see a lot of Man-Thing books have been picking up over the year, especially lately. Like, man, this is volume 2. And I've been meaning to pick this up forever. I got the first appearance in comics, which is Astonishing Tales 12 and 13. And then Man-Thing 1. So happy to get this one. I think Savage Tales ones, which is like a magazine, that's his true first appearance. That one's going to be a little unattainable right now. You know, unless you got the money. And then that's a different story. All right, this was a different store. Invincible Iron Man 166. This is the first full appearance of Obadiah Stane. I think that's how you say his name. Excuse me. I guess his first true appearance is 163. That's probably more like a cameo. This, I was looking through the comic. Obviously, it's like the big reveal of this character. That's him right there. Now, if you remember, Obadiah Stane was the Ironmonger, the bad guy, in the first Iron Man movie. Can you believe that? That movie came out in 2008. And to me, it came out yesterday, but it's going to be 15 years ago next May that movie came out. Jeff Bridges played him. I have a feeling that this character, even though he gets killed in that, he has a son, and I think the name and everything. They announced an Armor Wars series originally, and now they decided recently, like a couple weeks ago, they upgraded Armor Wars to be a movie, which probably could be awesome. People think that if it's going to be a movie, that means we're going to get like holographic Tony Stark, and I bet we're going to get something with this character or like his son in it, so... this is a book that kind of got some buzz when Moon Knight came out. I just been meaning to pick it up. Got it at a cheap price. Like, it was going for like $12-15. I wasn't going to pay that for that. I think I got this for like $5 or $6. It's in like near mint condition, and it's a newsstand, so happy to have that. This is a bigger book. I've been wanting to get this one for a long time. This one's in nice condition. Like, I think it's very, like, it's not perfect. It's got like some... stress here, but like overall, I mean, like it's super nice. Like it's got minor like stuff that maybe a press could fix, but like the colors are rich, pops. This is just one of those like comics that kind of picked up when they announced Kang. Kang's gonna be in Ant-Man. It's gonna be an Avengers movie. This character is gonna be, it's basically kind of like the next Thanos for like Phase 5 and 6. Been wanting to get it. And I was looking at it in the store, because anytime I get a comic like this, it's going to cost anything. I don't even care if it costs $2. I'm looking at it in the store. If they won't let me look at it, I'm kind of like a little hesitant to buy things. You should be allowed to look at the comics. I mean, listen, or if it comes down, like, would they need to open it so they could show it to you? That's fine. Whatever. You know what I mean? I don't care. But unless they destroy the book, then I'm just sitting there going like, oh. I'm like, I don't know if I want to buy this now. Because I've seen people do that sometimes. It's really funny to watch. I'm just like, oh no. I was looking through it, and it said this story continued into Giant Size Adventures #2. And this book kind of picked up a bit too. It was cool. They gave me a discount. So, like, this book was $26 originally, and they took it down to $10. So I bought a bunch of other books, so basically took $16 off of the total. So that was cool. This continues this story. There is like some, any of these Kang books, earlier Kang books are going to pick up, but there is a key significance in this book. I don't know. I think there's like another variant introduced. Also, like, I think the swordsman gets killed in the end of this. Not that that's a big, oh my God, we have to get that. The swordsman was killed. All right, went to this other store, and we're almost done with the haul. This wasn't a long haul. I've been meaning to get these books. Anytime I can find these, I will buy them, because they are so freaking hard. Now, I could probably go on eBay and find them, get them. But, man, that takes the fun out of it. Like, Peter Porker is one of the toughest comics to get. Like, you can find, like, a #1. Like, there's 2 #1 books. The first one, which is like the one shot, that's the more expensive one. And the first one of this series is the one with like the Count Dr. Duckula, whatever he is. It's like a Dr. Doom, but he's a duck. But like any of the issues after like 2 or 3, they're just so hard to come by. And I was trying to get, I basically have them all except for 8 through 12. So this store had 9 and 10. And I was just happy to have them. They're in great condition too, which is tough to find in these books because these were little kids' books and people destroyed them. So happy to get those. So I only need 8, 11, and 12. And 12 is like the really, like, I don't want to pay the money for it. It's the one of those Marvel 25th anniversary covers, the border, and it's got Peter Porker in the center. But I see people wanting like $100 for that, and nah, and it's fine. You know what? I'm in no rush to get these. I've like been slowly collecting this 17 issue series, 18 if you count the one shot, and I'll take my time. I know I'll find that number 12 for a good price. I know. Dead of Night featuring Scarecrow. Decent condition copy. A little stress on the spine, but overall really nice. Again, just one of the first appearances of one of the monsters from Marvel. Not that this is a major one. The Scarecrow. I don't even think this is even the villain of, like Ghost Rider had a villain. Like there was a Marvel Scarecrow, not like the, Batman one. And there's some differences to that character. I don't know how major of a character. I just remember from the Ghost Rider series in the 90s. I don't think this is that same character. I'll have to look it up. I think this is like a totally different character, but whatever. Happy to have it. This book was pretty big a while ago, like when WandaVision came out. But I think that there's still some significance to this book. Got it for a decent price. I think I got this for like 15 maybe. This book was going for like 30, 40, 50 bucks. It's in decent condition. Mordred the Mystic, Marvel Chill is number 1. Happy to get it. Just one of those books. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pick it up. I was in this store out of town. I saw that. So, and then this one I was happy to really get. Transformers Generations 2, number 1. What's sick about this though, this is like, so, it's like we forget there's the Transformers Volume 1 from Marvel that it's like 1 through 73 or whatever, that with the famous Bill Sienkiewicz cover number 1. And I don't think people remember that there was a Volume 2 a couple years later. It didn't last as long. And what's awesome about this book is that it kind of follows the trend of the 90s boom with crazy covers. I mean, look at this. Optimus Prime opens up, and there's this huge battle. I mean, that's just sick. This mirror effect on the silver on Optimus Prime's face. And remember this? Anyone remember Game Genie? And then just this back cover. And on top of that, it's a newsstand. Ooh, so really happy to get this one. I have no interest in really getting the rest of the series. This is more just like, it's this cover. It's just so good, I mean, if I find them for like a buck, I'd pick up the other ones, but happy to have that. Okay, 2 left. Got a nice copy of this one, Fantastic Four 103. This book has some key significance. I think there's 2 things going on here. I totally forgot the second one. But this is the second appearance of Agatha Harkness. Agatha Harkness. I think her first appearance is 94. This is her second appearance. She's only in it for like a page or whatever, but it's still cool. It's great, and it's a great Namor cover. I think you're going to see a lot of Silver Age Namor pick up. Namor appearances because, well, it depends. Black Panther's coming out. People like the character. Then you're going to see a big thing. I mean, the crazy thing is he's a Golden Age character, It's but I don't think people are going to be able to afford those. Oh, some people will. Okay, last book. This one I was happy to get. This is like one of these, like, I took it. It's not in a bag right now because I want to show you guys something. Besides it being a super iconic cover, Jack Kirby cover, it's like just a sick Black Bolt cover with the characters. I would say this is like a nice VG copy. It's still like it's not like the pages are tight. There's no severe bends. I think like a press could help, but like, I don't know. I wouldn't mess with it. But what's great about this book is this panel. This is the best panel. Dr. Doom riding Silver Surfer's surfboard. This is the issue where Dr. Doom steals the Silver Surfer's power. Now, what's funny is we already saw that in the movies. If you count 2007 or 8, whenever this one came out, Fantastic Four, was it Rise of the Silver Surfer? I don't know if it was called that. But in that, Dr. Doom, played by the guy from Nip Tuck, steals the Silver Surfer's powers. Also, what's great about this book is, and why I want it so bad, is just that it's part of, like, I have, like, certain collecting goals. Some of them are just, like, I would love to get, like, X-Men 94 and up. Getting close to that. The more expensive books are the ones I need, like 94, 100. Fantastic Four, though, again, another collecting goal is to collect issue 48 through 60. I just think that that is like the pinnacle of like Fantastic Four comics, especially like Kirby art and everything. It's like there's so many great covers. I mean, I have 49. I don't have 50, and I don't have 48, unfortunately, and I don't have 52. So those are going to be very expensive books. I could probably get 60. I could probably get 58 and 57 and 56, which is what I need. It's going to be a while. This one was 25. I think this was a good price for this book. It's hard to find these books in stores, too, like Silver Age, Fantastic Four, in this decent condition at this price. Like, on average, I see books like this go for 50. It doesn't matter, even if it's in like a beater. Like, they know they can sell it. They're gonna sell it. I'm not gonna buy it at that price, but 25, hell yeah, I'm gonna grab it. So that's my goal. I want to try to get those issues, and I'm happy to get this one. I think it's one of those iconic covers, and so cool. Yeah. So I think this was a great haul. Just a good haul. I don't even know what I'm gonna title this episode. Can I just call it a comic haul? Would that be enough to get people to, want to watch the video? Do I need a trick? Do I trick them? Like, you're not going to believe what book I got. Oh my God, you're not going to believe the deal. I paid $1 for this. What do I use? Come on, help me, guys. What, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay, so you're going to see hold on. These are going to fall. This is probably a bad idea. Okay. So, yeah. If you like what you saw, like the video. That'll help me with the algorithm. Leave a comment if you have anything that, interests you in this video, or if you have any questions, or you have any knowledge you want to drop, pertaining to this episode. And also, you like what you saw, subscribe, become part of the You Love Comic Books conversation. Also, check out my eBay and Instagram, You Love Comic Books. You're going to see a previous video here, a previous video there, and you're going to see the subscription button right here. Okay, well, on that note, have a good one, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.